Hi guys, and welcome to your weekly general reading. So this reading is from October 15th to the 21st. And as I started with my last couple tarot weekly readings, so as you may already know, if you're a returning subscriber, keep watching my tarot readings, which if you are, thank you so much for supporting me along my journey and my tarot readings. I am also doing my angel answer card readings, so you just DM me on Instagram. So once you DM me, I send you the link through PayPal. They're $5 readings, and so it's just one angel answer card to one question. So you just DM me your question, I'll send you the link through PayPal, and you just pay the $5 through there, and then I'll read for you, which is really exciting. I've had a few already too, which is really cool, and they're resonating as well, which is really awesome. So it's just part of my new journey. So if you want one of those, just go to my Instagram at tiny.langshaw, and you can see that there. But now we'll just get back to your reading, but also just a quick thank you if you have been supporting me along my channel. Just really thank you so much. I love doing these, so just thank you for your support. So just to go through the cards, we had a few drop cards again. They really want to talk lately. So I'll just introduce the cards. So we have Page of Fire and Two of Water, Two of Fire, and then the two drop cards were Release and Four of Air. And I've actually added in a card this week, which is from my angel answer cards. I was like, I might as well just add these to my actual readings now, because it does really, especially this week, it's really helped me clarify the message. Because when I first saw the cards, I was like, oh, what's the message here? And it's really helped me actually clarify it. But for the angel answer card this week, because I said to them, what is there that you actually want us to know? If you had, one answer for this week that could really help us, get the best out of this week, out of ourselves, what would it be? And it was self-control, which was quite interesting. And for the energy for this upcoming week, this card we got upside down, which is Woman Holding a Heart. And just put her back upside down. And for the life purpose card, I had to clarify this because we keep getting this card, nutrition. We keep getting nutrition. So I was just like, okay. I said to them, can you please clarify this for me? Be more specific with it. Like, is it just to do with our physical health? And then we got artist, which is definitely helped finally really explain that. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that. And the bottom cards to really clarify everything too is we've got oracle cards for the life purpose, and we've got for the energy, Angel of Balance. And with the angel cards, there's two that they want me to point out here, which I've noticed, which is we've been getting for a while too, which is Three of Water and also spiritual, it's awakening. So now to get to kind of the message of this week, what they're trying to say here. As you can tell, there's a lot of energy at the moment, and the reason why there's a lot of energy, as we've got the Page of Fire here, is there's something really lightning fast coming in. There is some exciting news, opportunities, some person, a promotion. There is something coming in like fire, and it stirs up everything. And it's also with this, it's actually, this has had the freedom to come to us now because we've released and ended a phase in our life. As I said last week, there's everything we're going through right now is due to our spiritual evolution, which is, we've got 5 cards here in the angel card spread. So everything we're going through, they're kind of reiterating the message with that, we're still going through this. Everything we're going through right now is for our spiritual evolution, who we need to be for this next phase of our life. And we feel like we've really released it too. There is some... And I think it's more to do with ourselves. There's something we really needed to release in ourselves to move on to the new. I felt like it was more of a spirit block, if that kind of makes sense. It was more in our mind. It was more in our perception, which is with the awakening card here. Oops, sorry. There we go. Just calm that down. Calm. And this here is actually this awakening here. The reason why I've had this awakening, this big spiritual jump in ourselves, I feel like we've leaped forward. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's like a jump forward. It's not just like a baby step. We've taken a big step. And it's because we've actually changed our perception and our mindset on something. And that's really awesome to see, guys. And that's a major arcana card too. So this was a major shift in ourselves, which is why we've actually allowed this new thing to come into our life here. It's like the page cards, like changing a page in a book, a new chapter, it's a big leap forward. And with this Two of Water, it's saying that, there's a relationship that's, growing closer, but it's also saying that there's a healing here. There's a positive resolution in like a conflict in your life, and I'll get into that a bit later. But with this, it's more, I feel like it's just more to do with your healing. With this spiritual evolution, this awakening we've had, I feel like we've really healed an old hurt, like I don't know if it's an old regret or something, but there was something old there that it's almost like we're really holding on to. We didn't want to look at it, really cut us deep. And I feel like we've really started making some big steps in healing that, and in seeing the truth of why that happened to us, and why we needed to go through that to be who we need to be. Like I said, this is all to do with that spiritual evolution. So even though it may suck, it may hurt, dealing with that and facing that within us, but we needed to in order to let this new thing in, which is really awesome, because it's saying here you've come into your own. It's like this big step you've actually come into. It's a major shift in yourself, and you're developing partnerships with people, like you're feeling really cool within yourself and more confident. I feel like we've gotten really confident, but this also does signify contracts too. So we did get that last week, the contract card. Whoever that comes in with you, it's legal binding. It takes a signature, so that energy could still be around you. And I feel like with that too, with the whole contract thing, I feel like with that signifying, it could almost be signifying within ourselves, like a contract within ourselves, and we've come together, and it's just like we're standing on our own 2 feet, and we're aligned. I feel like we've really aligned with ourselves, and that's what a contract kind of does. It's like, aligns two people together. I feel like we've actually aligned within ourselves. We're separate, now it's together, if that sort of makes sense. And with the Four of Air, it's saying like, it's a time of, for rest. But I feel like with this rest here, because we've had a very big situation end in our lives. I don't know what it is for you, but there is some ending. It could be just with the old habit with yourself, the old you. It could be with a person, a relationship. It could be a job. It could be moving countries, anything like that. Or a promotion. Something big is ending and something new is beginning. And with this, it can be so overwhelming. And I feel like with this coming in, which is why we've actually now get into this, because this is actually quite fascinating. I'm really fascinated by this reading. With the energy having this upside down, it's actually to do with that. It's really, you've been overwhelmed emotionally, majorly overwhelmed. So with this coming in here, I feel like there is a chance, unless you've had the warning, which you're going to get if you listen to our readings like this week, there could be a chance you could be really shaken out of the alignment that you've just gained, because this situation is going to come in. This is a big, massive shift. Whatever's coming in here for you, it's not small. This is a big leap for you. You've made a big leap within yourself. They're like, hey, you're ready for this other big thing now in your external world, because you've made the big leap within yourself, and you've really gotten really sweet with yourself. Now it reflects in your external world, because you're projecting that energy out now. So you've attracted this is basically what I'm saying. You've attracted this through the law of attraction. So with this, it could really overwhelm you, and that's why with the angel answer card, they're saying here, if I can pick her up, it's saying with the self-control, there's this big transition and change that's happening around you, and they're really saying keep your head steady, keep cool with yourself. Because a word I've actually got in tune with, because this is something new I'm doing now, is before I really settle in and press, go online with the camera, press the record button, I've been saying, like, if there is a word that we really need to listen to this week, what word could we sum up this week in? And the word was calm. So with this coming in, you just need to keep a cool head. It can be very emotionally overwhelming, and you can get unsteady with it if you let it. Don't let all that hard work you've done to get you where you are now let go in this big moment. So really keep your cool, keep your self-control, keep aligned with yourself. And what you may need to do this is really to actually spend some alone time with yourself and, meditate, do things that help calm you down, help center yourself, because whatever comes in here, it really can shake you, because it's that big. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's this massive thing coming towards all of us, and I don't know how it's going to come in your external reality, because whatever this is tangible. This is going to come in your external reality, however that comes for you. And that's why they got the angel of balance here, because this kind of clarifies with that, but also you're on the right path. This number 12 here with this card is Temple path, you're on the right path. So this is all what you're meant to be doing. So don't think you're doing the wrong thing. This is all what you're meant to be doing. But keep balanced. Balance, balance, balance. Major, keep you calm. Keep you cool with this. Don't get caught up in your old fear mode, which you can do sometimes. This is meant to be, and you can handle this. You've prepared for this. You've made that major leap within yourself. You've ended a really big thing in your life, and now you've had something equally as big come into your life. So with the life purpose card here, because I really need to clarify this nutrition card, because I just got sick of getting this card. I'm like, what else is there? I'm like, there's health and stuff, but what else do you want us to actually talk about? And I think I did touch on it last week. But with this nutrition, because it is to do with your health too, like that is a part of it. We really do need to keep our health in check here when all this is going down here. We really need to keep ourselves aligned, and that's not just to do with your spiritual self, that's to do with what you're feeding yourself too, because your food is your energy. So if you're not feeding yourself right, then you're not going to be functioning at the highest peak you can. But also what they're saying with nutrition here is actually feeding your artistic soul. So what I feel like they're actually saying here with that is, with your passion and your dreams, that feeds your soul too. That's like nutrition for your body. That, because sometimes you can like keep going with your passion, not sometimes, all the time. If you're in a job you hate, you just want to leave it. You can't, it takes a lot to do that 8 hours, but 8 hours could fly by if you're doing your passion. It feeds your soul, it feeds you, and you want to keep doing it. It makes you happy, it makes you passionate, and it completes you when you're doing that. So what they're saying here is, I think with all this big stuff happening, it could be to do with your passion. It could be to do with your passion, something major is coming in, or it could be to do with, the field you're in. And it's, whatever it is, just don't forget, wait, it's okay. Sorry, just getting something here. It's more to do with, don't forget like your artistic self, how you like to express yourself in the storm, if that kind of makes sense. Sorry, it's just, when you're tuning in, it doesn't make complete sense when you first get it. But I feel like, yeah, okay. Feed your soul. Just feed your soul. Don't forget your artistic passion. Don't forget why you got in there in the first place. Don't get caught up in the business side, the money side, all that kind of, numbers and everything. I'm just saying numbers at the moment. So don't get caught up in all those and make those your only goal. Don't go in it for the money. Don't just make a decision because you're going to make a lot of money out of it. Don't forget why you went into it. You need to feed your artistic soul, as that's going to keep you going a lot longer than money will. Because I've just been hearing, like, I watch these all the time, and it's Tom Billu, I think that's how you say his last name. When he first went into, the entrepreneur business world, he was very obsessed with just making the money. That's what he said. All my goal was just make more money, make more money. And you know what? 10 years later, he was miserable. Absolutely miserable. He was just like, I just don't get it. What's going on? This is what I want to do. My goal was to make money. Money should make me happy. I have things, I have people, I have employees, I have a business that's making me shitloads of money, and I'm not happy. You can make all the money in the world and be the most unhappy person in the world, is to say it blankly. So when you're going into this new venture, this new business, if that's what this is for you, this big change, don't forget why you went into it. Make sure you keep feeding your artistic soul while you're going for these goals. Don't make money your leader. Don't make money your goal. Make your artistic passion your goal. Always remember that. So that's just a big message there, really. And with this saying here with the oracle cards too, I think that's just reiterating the message is finding answers. I think it's just more of finding answers. However you find your answers, because, I find them, during tarot readings, but also during, like, meditation, even yoga. Like, when I was doing my yoga this morning, I got a name for a character in my mum and brother's book, and, like, just came to me while I was doing the middle of yoga. So it's when you're relaxed, it's when you're calm. So where do you find your answers? Because we all need guidance. It can come from people. It can come from that best friend you have that just gets you, and just, she can get through to you when other people can't. So however you need to find answers, oracle cards is great if that's what you're into, if you can read them for yourself, but find your ways to find your answers, to find your guidance. I think that's the message here, because when you're going on this big entrepreneur venture, you can be, like I said, you can be easily caught up in it, caught up in the numbers, caught up in the figures of the business, what's going to make me more money, you get caught up in that side of it, rather than, hey, this started out as my passion, but now it's not my passion anymore. Now it's just a business. Now it's just a job. I'm not enjoying it anymore. It's more about the money than it is actually about the art, if that kind of makes sense. So don't forget the art. But, as you're making your steps, you're going up levels in this, like you need to be finding that guidance. You know, it could be a mentor, it could be just for you, a message for you guys to actually just find a mentor. Because as you do go on a business venture, it's a really good idea to find someone who's done it before you and have them mentor you in this. Like, I know it's scary asking for somebody's help, but I think it's scarier to go in it on your own, really. So if you do need to find someone just to give you some guidance during these, because this is really big steps you're making here, and it's really important how you set this up, how you set this foundation up. So find someone who can really help you just take it to that next level and to help you not have the pitfalls that they did, if that, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But really, if I am going to do an overall thing for this week, really watch your emotions, because I feel like we can just go, like, oh my God, what's happening, you know, this is so overwhelming, blah, blah, blah. So when this comes in for you, just remember what I've said. Calm, self-control, align yourself, meditate, take some time to really absorb this big step that's happened for you, because this is really a big step and you've already just made a big release in yourself, a big actual jump in yourself. So it's okay, it's all sweet. Just really calm, just really keep calm this week when this happens. You can get really emotionally overwhelmed by this, guys, so just trust me, just stay calm, don't get swept up in it. Just because it came in like fire doesn't mean you react like fire. This needs time for you to assimilate this information. So I hope that's really helped you guys this week. If you enjoy my readings, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have already subscribed and you've been following me for a while now, a major, major thank you. Thank you so much for just, you know, supporting me, and I hope I'm helping you guys. Feel free to comment below if you like, English. And if you also would like to know how I do my readings, or how I kind of get all this together, or, you know, just anything about me, just feel free to ask me below. I'm very open to questions. But once again, just thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, somebody's calling me. Hello. You called me at actually the best time. I literally just finished my tarot reading. Yeah, literally, I just like signed off then. Like, it was actually really funny. And I was just like, oh, thank you so much for watching my tarot readings, blah, blah, blah. And then I just hear a call. I'm like, oh, fascinating. That was really good timing. I've had that happen before, and it was John, and I ignored it. I was just like, this reading's more important. What's up, hun?